My name is Julius Komunga, working with the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Kenya, and specifically from the Climate Change Unit. I'm an Assistant Director. Agroecology is a new concept and is a concept that has solutions at hand. And of course, it complements other concepts like climate smart agriculture. But we realize that agroecology is more resilient, is more inclusive, and cuts across other areas that have not been looked into by those other concepts. In Kenya, we take it as an avenue that is going to solve most solutions of the climate adaptation practices that are not within reach. Agroecology is more usable. It can be more enshrined to the communities. It encompasses the technical and indigenous knowledge combined. So in a way, it's the best rooted to solve some of the climate issues that we have on climate change issues that are existing nationally. And because of realizing that, we have had the National Agroecology Strategy that was developed. It's intended to run up to 2033. And it's been developed and currently is waiting to be signed by the current Cabinet Secretary, Professor Njuguna, so that it becomes practical. Once it is practical, then it will be an avenue through which it will facilitate implementation of agroecological practices across the country. And it will fit well even in the devolved systems, because some of the counties have started cascading that policy into the county, that devolved county system level. And as such now, it's at the county where we have the real practice. And when agroecology is sensitized to the farming communities and the other stakeholders, and it will be a solution, a clear way now to tackle climate change issues that exist in the country. Agroecology is very crucial. As I mentioned earlier, it's because now it marries the practices, and some of the practices are more rooted to the communities. And there are concepts which have been practiced in many years, but they can only be modified using modern technology. But in terms of ownership now, it is more practicable now to modify whatever knowledge that is existing to other scientific approaches or research-based approaches. So in that way, we see that this could be a good way now to solve the crisis that we have that have been brought about by climate change. We should focus on ourselves to policies that can enable agroecology to be practiced softly. Then the other thing is also some of the practices within agroecology require some level of capital and funding. So climate financing should extend to include agroecology, because this is where we have identified that's where the solution is. In the many years, we've been laying so much emphasis on climate smart agriculture, but well, there's no conflict between the two. But we find that agroecology goes far much beyond and reaches the indigenous or the native agricultural practices that we have on the ground. The other now is to try to integrate the various systems, especially into the corporate world and what we have, so as to have sustainability in the long run. A practice that in itself leaves the environment in a resilient manner and even the communities, taking care of the community's interests at hand also.